I know what you want from me. I know what you need from me. I know what you want from me. I know what you want from me. I know what you need from me.
Yo, what's up YouTube? This is SP here, and this is the Specific Person channel, the channel that I've designed to help you guys become what is specifically required to obtain everything that you personally desire. If you're not a current subscriber, do us both a favor, click that subscribe button. And if you like this style of content, do us both another favor, click the thumbs up. And if you have any comments, any questions, or any updates after the fact, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Now with this one, I'm going to give you guys something that you can apply to any manifesting technique that can reduce the time and reduce the resistance and make it just ultimately feel more tangible before you actually have it in the 3D. Now this is known as, I'm not sure if anybody else has came up with this before or not, I don't know, but I refer to it as the anchoring trigger technique. Now what the anchoring trigger technique is that you would take a physical element that you can experience now in your 3D and you would associate it with your manifesting technique. So let's say, for example, you are working on your you are manifesting, and I'm using this because I know a lot of people are like, hey, there's more to manifest than SP, but this is the one that most people have the greatest resistance towards. And you know, like manifesting a relationship with a specific person is very challenging to a lot of people, more so than the money or anything else, because we're so used to getting money, of course. So you know, it's pretty easy. I mean, we always find some way to get some type of money, so the resistance towards getting more money is a lot less than manifesting a relationship with a specific person, especially if you guys have no contact with them or if you guys are on bad terms, you know. So it can be very challenging. And plus, a lot of people have this conception that, you know, we have free will, so they have their own will to not like you or to not feel some type of way towards you. So that builds up a great wall of resistance. So let me get back into it. Now, anyway, if you apply this to your visualization, let's say you're visualizing, okay? But like I said, you can apply it to any technique. But let's say you're visualizing and it's just not feeling real to you. And it feels like a chore, and it feels forced, and it feels fake, right? Well, one thing I recommend doing is, like I said, with the anchoring trigger technique, is to either use a song that you really enjoy, something that you really love, or a certain scent. Now, I say those two things, but you can use anything. Like, you can use a certain meal that you eat. Like, if you have a scene of you and your SP eating at a certain restaurant, you can eat that certain meal, and every time you eat that meal, it'll trigger something. But I say a scent or music because it's easier to repetitively experience that. So let's say you want to get married to your specific person, and let's say you're a straight guy, and so you're picturing the scene where you're at the wedding and your bride to be is walking down. What you can do is you can put your favorite song as the song that she walks down to, and you can just really get creative with it. Like, as your favorite song is playing, you're seeing her, she's glowing, she's looking beautiful, she's looking flawless, she's looking like the girl out of your dreams, like she just stepped out of a beauty magazine, right? You get really detailed. I mean, even talk about her dress, you know, the style of dress, or you can talk about all the people around you that are witnessing the event, the ceremony, and you just get really detailed as you're listening to this song. And what I would do is I would combine two techniques. I would write about it, you know, script and visualize, you know, work on that, because then you have two different elements combined with the anchoring technique, and that makes it even more tangible, because when we write something down, it does something to us on the subconscious level. It triggers something. So I recommend doing visualizing and scripting while you're anchoring. So every time you hear that song, eventually once you do it enough, it'll start to trigger that memory with the subconscious. It'll implant it faster within your subconscious, and that way it doesn't seem as impossible or unlikely that it could manifest, and it will reduce the resistance greatly. And I've had something happen to where I had a favorite song, right? And this is when I manifested one of my SPs. I had a favorite song, so I would play this song and I would imagine, you know, us spending time together, us drawing close together, us doing something together, and then I would imagine kissing her as the song is playing. And I would write about it, I would visualize it, and eventually it happened. Like, the song was playing in my car and we shared our first kiss. Yeah, so yeah, and it was just like, before, I mean, there was no way that we were supposed to connect together. We were coming from two different worlds. So how it happened, it's the power of manifesting. And like I said, every time I played that song, I remembered the scene. And then I would go and look in my journal at the scripted entry to see what I wrote down. And like I said, it damn near played to the T exactly how I visualized it or how I wrote it down. And like I said, every time I heard that song, it triggered something in the subconscious, and it anchored it. It made it more tangible to the point where it felt like it was just something that would happen on a regular basis. It wasn't something that was extraordinary, once in a lifetime occasion. No, it was just commonplace. And that's the thing with the desires. You want to make them feel normal as possible, to make them feel regular, to make them feel like it's not such a special thing. It's just something that you're accustomed to, something that you're used to, because it happens a lot. It happens frequently, or it's just something that you've expected to happen. So it's not this mystical, drawn out thing. It's just like, yeah, I expected this to happen. I knew it was gonna happen. And like I said, anchoring and triggering, you know, and the anchor trigger technique, well, the anchor trigger method applied to your techniques will help to reduce the resistance and speed it up. So I'm really hoping that this will help you guys, because I've been having a lot of people struggling and, you know, leaving comments, messaging me, and it's just like, you know, I want to do everything possible to help everybody get their manifestations. You know, if I can instill any knowledge or any experience to you guys, you know, or share my success stories, then hey, that's what this platform is for, and I'm willing to do it. So as always, guys, keep loving your heart, peace on your path. Let me know how it goes. Be sure to update me in the comments. And until next time, SP out.